So you've taken a year to make it. How long does it? You get the ideas into your head and then record. How long does it then when you've got all the ideas to record a whole album?
This particular Diaspora Dilemma and the third album, A Loony Strawberry Moon, which is in production, I wrote that in just 1 month, in June 2014. Everything on it, all 20 songs or so, and with the idea that they were going away. So. All of them, because it was just me and Carl that are left on the Isle of Wight. And
we should mention Carl, because he's got his own studio.
He's got a studio in Carisbrooke called Bad Cow Studios. I go there about once a week, most weeks, and work on the stuff that we have recorded, and playing guitars, doing solos, doing overdubs, layering everything up, making it all nice and shiny.
Do you know, it sounds like a whole lot of fun. I'm like a frustrated musician. I'd love to have that kind of life where you go into a studio and record songs and have a play around with the production and do weird and wonderful things.
It's a luxury, isn't it? It's a luxury.
So, I mean, it must be enjoyable for you.
It's great when you go from sitting there in your bedroom with a song in your brain and just pricking it on your guitar, and then a year down the later, when all 10 have done their bits, it's quite amazing to think, oh God, that started on my bed in my little brain. And now it's a great big thing with great big rock and roll pianos and saxophones from a bloke that used to play with Etta James.
Wow.
That is how much pedigree we have now.
Well, there you go.
Etta James and the Rainbow Mandrills.
So what's the influence then? There's
so much. Life is the influence.
But when you listen to, there's so many different songs. We played. we went through about 30 seconds of each track from the new album. I was playing it to Josh and Brandon earlier on, and they were saying it's all different. It's all different. You know, so you couldn't pick one or two bands. There must be a number of bands that it sounds like. So is that the case? Are there many influences?
It is. In a rule, although it doesn't sound like it, because it sounds like Rainbow Mandrills, but in a rule, this Diaspora Dilemma has a touch of Rolling Stones and a touch of Stevie Wonder as the conscious. Let's try and not go too weird. I can't help that sometimes, but we went consciously Rolling Stones, Stevie Wonder. On the back of the CD cover, you'll see that the mandrill's sticking out his tongue like a Rolling Stone, and he's got the Stevie Wonder glasses on.
Do you remember we said you looked like a cross between? Do you remember what that
Roy
was?
Wood and Deputy Dog. I'll tell you what, you didn't cause a scene, because I went on from there and I made a cartoon of Joe as Ben 10. I made me as Deputy Dog. I made Lincoln as this ginger one that I don't even know he was. Dexter. And I made Carl as Penfold from Danger Mouse. And he never forgave me for months. Months. I think it's still rankling away. Sorry, Carl.
Joe, on that microphone there should be a button. Can you just flick it back to the middle? It should be one side. Flick it back to the middle. We might be able to hear you better now. I'm just doing a couple of things, because you've got a big old voice there. How old are you?
I'm 20.
Because you sound like you've been singing for years and years and years. You got that great. Do you smoke?
No.
You don't smoke.
He's a good boy.
You get a voice like that and you don't smoke. That is incredible.
If I did smoke, then you can imagine what would happen. Like that.
We'll get him on whiskey and razor blades soon. Then he'll sound Robert Plant or something next. So, Joe Cocker.
How long have you been singing? How long have you been with the Mandrills?
With the Mandrills, I've been singing since. Well, when did you find me?
2013.
So only for that long with Pete, but I've been singing since I was 12 or something, in like bands and stuff.
So what other bands have you been in? Can you mention this, Pete? Is this
my first band? Here we go.
Defo, bring it up.
Yeah, my first band was Solid. That was in Denmark.
He was on telly with them
in Denmark.
In Denmark,
yeah.
Right,
half Danish.
Yeah, I'm half Danish.
Right, okay.
That's the Copenhagen and the proud heritage somewhere.
Well, you're wearing a hat from Copenhagen.
That's
so
it.
from that, I'm supposed to know that you're half Danish. Of course. I don't know why I didn't see that. So Danish band.
Yeah.
Okay, I've actually got a CD at home from a Danish band. A Danish friend brought over a CD from a band called D.A.D.
Yeah, D.A.D.
It's
it's called Disneyland After Dark, but they weren't allowed to use Disneyland in their title, so they just had to shorten it down to D.A.D.
Well, I never knew that,
Yeah.
so I've learnt something. But
Okay.
they had a great song called Grow or Pay.
Yeah, their quality.
They were the biggest rock band at the time. It was about 1992.
Yeah.
In Denmark.
Yeah. Well, my band, we went on TV with Solid, and we met the lead singer of Nephew,
Right.
who's I'd call that the biggest band in Denmark, because everyone knows about Nephew. He's like the dude called Simon Kvam. He's a what do you call it, like a national icon type thing. He's also a comedian. He's got his own shows and stuff. It's just like absolute classic. But yeah, we got to actually go on TV and meet this guy, and we didn't know that we were going to meet him.
Right.
They just said that we were going to go on TV and play a song on like this morning kids show type thing. And then he comes on as like a surprise guest.
Wow.
And all our faces were like, just, the jaws just dropped. It's
incredible.
It's funny to see.
Great story.
But
So other bands locally?
Since then, obviously moved here to the Isle of Wight, and then I've been in the Phases. That was with Phases.
Never know that.
You never know that. No, that was my first band here. Yeah, that was good. That was just.
Was that the one with Brad Barney?
That's the one. Yeah,
I didn't
Brad
know,
Barney.
yes.
Shout out to Brad Barney. Haven't seen that guy in ages.
Thanks, Brad Barney. You did Cosmic Leading Dreamers all those years ago.
That's it. And then it was Blue Motion with Jack Gilbert. And
Blue Motion, bloody brilliant band. Go to Bandcamp.
Yeah, we're on
and
Bandcamp.
search Blue Motion, everybody at home.
Yeah.
Bloody brilliant. You can search Rainbow Mandrills too.
So influences. What kind of influences?
I mean, nearly the same as Pete. That's probably why we just get along so well.
Vodka.
Rolling Stones.
He's just broken out the vodka there, isn't he?
Yeah, anything from 60s, 70s onwards. I mean, I always say 60s and 70s, and then yesterday I had a Smith shirt on, so I know it's sort of.
When he first came, he started doing a bit of Steve Marriott, and I thought, oh yes, I know he will get on. He must have been only 17 or 18 then, or something. And he started doing James Brown, Ray Charles. He knew all these legends. I thought, he's cool, yeah.
We've got a young man in the reception area, Brandon. He's probably listening to this. He was doing a James Brown impression yesterday, so maybe we should get him in later on. And, Okay, so